Okay, beginning chapter 7 in the book here, right? So this is page 120 in your book here, all right? And there's your table of contents. All right, this chapter deals with a lot of penalties and dollar amounts and time frames and things like that. All right, you're gonna have to try to memorize, right, as best you can. A lot of them make sense, all right, especially the tiered ones. Obviously, your first offense for something would be less than your third offense. All right, so if you kind of remember it that way, it's a little bit it's a lot easier to remember as far as those things go. All right, so remember that it's based upon this sentence here. All right, so you should highlight this again. All right, driving is a privilege, not a right. All right, and remember, you have to qualify for it by going through your tests, your written, your road, right, vision test, your health screens, things like that. Definition: an habitual offender. All right, an habitual offender is a motorist whose driver's license has been suspended 3 times in 3 years. All right, so you get a question dealing with an habitual offender, remember the number 3. All right, so it is someone who's had their license suspended 3 times within 3 years for whatever those offenses were. Okay, that means they are subject to having their license suspended for 3 years. All right, so 333. All right, so just remember that if you happen to get a question about that. Okay. Next, everything's on a case-by-case basis. All right, while there are some mandatory minimums for things, all right, each person is treated differently, by the court. All right, and based upon driving records and things like that. Now, if your license is suspended for whatever reason, okay, and here are some of the reasons that are here, okay, if you owe either time or money, okay, so these types of things here, your license stays suspended, okay, so until you honor all those either time or dollar amounts or things like that. All right. Next, driving under the influence. All right, one of the more serious offenses that's here. Okay, this first paragraph that's here. The current blood alcohol concentration for driving while intoxicated is 0.08. All right, that's for people who are 21 or over now. Okay, drivers under age 21, which is the legal age to purchase and consume alcohol, found with a BAC of 0.01% or more while operating a motor vehicle will be further penalized. All right, so any trace of alcohol in your system, if you're underage, all right, you're going to be subject to more penalties that's there. Okay. Next, this paragraph here, which basically says if you don't have a license yet, right, they can push back the time that you can qualify for it, right, which is in this area here. If a person's is under the age of 21, does not have a driver's license, the suspension starts when he or she is first eligible to receive a license. Also, a person may be required to participate in an alcohol education or treatment program. That's that IDRC, right, which we'll talk about in a little bit. Underneath here is some of the penalties that are there, all right, which are very consistent. All right, here's your IDRC right there. All right. Underneath this one on the following page, okay, and you see all the different penalties that are there, right? It's extremely expensive, right? The average cost for your first offense because of your license suspension and the 3 years and having to get a lawyer and your insurance having to go up for the next 3 years, right? For a lot of people, that expense triples over the next 3 years. So they say that the average expense for one DUI, your first DUI, is about $24,000 over 3 years. All right. So highlight this section here, first offense. All right. So again, this person is well over the legal amount. Okay. All right. So here's the mandatory minimum license suspension: 7 months to 1 year. There's your fine. Here's your class. All right. Intoxicated Driver Resource Center. The fee for that, possible 30 days imprisonment. That doesn't really happen that often. All depends upon the circumstances surrounding your arrest. And then look at all the different fines that are here. $100 for drunk driving enforcement fee. $100 alcohol education. Here's a big one: $1,000 surcharge on your license for 3 years, which is for 3 years. So that's $3,000. All right, $75 back to Safe Neighborhoods. More popular one has been this one over the last few years. Right, a possible interlock device in your vehicle. All right, depending upon your level of BAC and things like that. Okay, and then again, everything's enhanced if you're near a school or if there's children in the car. All right, or things like that.